Hi guys, it's Amy. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I know it's been ages since I last done a video, so I do apologise for my absence, but I am back and I've got loads of exciting things to show you all. So over the last couple of months, I've been really busy. I've kicked off my UK masterclass tour in nail art. That started off in Glasgow, which was amazing. I'm still yet to announce more dates and locations, but that's going to be coming up over the next couple of months. I've also been getting stuck into my beginners gel courses and gel courses with nail art, and they've all been going on at the Doll's House. So it's been a really busy few months, but like I said before, I've got loads of things to show you all. So I've put out to all of my Instagram followers what they would like to see out of my YouTube channel. And one of the most popular requests has been a tour of my desk. I don't really know why people want to see a desk tour. I think maybe it's just to know. I remember when I started out, I sort of didn't know what I had on my desk, whether it was right or wrong, or whether my kit was what I needed. I think as a nail technician, you never feel like your kit is complete. It never ever will be. So especially people who are beginners, don't worry about your kit. You will be building that for years and years, so don't worry at all. But I think there's definitely some key things that you can have in your kit that will take you right through. I've still got things now that I've had since I very first started, so there are some things that you will always need, and I can help you out with that. So if you know me, if you're one of my clients, if you work with me, you'll know that my desk is always an absolute bomb site. It's a disaster. I believe it's an organised mess, but other people may not think that. But I've had to clear out, so I have completely tidied my desk. So what do you all think? First of all, I think it's looking very neat and tidy, and this is my new masterpiece that we've had created. So this was a mirror, and we've had it changed into a rack for all of our gel polishers. So this is my go-to. Now if anybody wants to pick a colour, I've got my little ring down here, which I didn't have before. So yeah, I feel like I am so refreshed, so organised, and so ready to show you all my desk. So I'm going to start with my little drawer set here. So my drawers are actually bedside tables. I found a pair of socks in the bottom, like shoved down the back when I was doing my clear out. So you can tell that they were my bedside table. These bedside tables here are what I keep all of my nail art stuff out the way in. Basically, your nail art stuff can tend to look a little bit messy, and there's loads of stuff because you want to try new things all the time. You always have loads of bits. So I try and keep them all in these drawers. The top drawer is a bit of everything thrown in here, to be honest. But my favourite part of my top drawer is this. So this is my pencil case. I got this out a masterclass from one of my nail tech friends, Sam, as well. This. And inside my pencil case, I have all of the main brushes and bits and bobs that I use on a daily basis in here. Okay, so I'll show you my main brushes. So this one, for a start, this is my eraser brush, and you can get this from eBay. That is my go-to. Just like a flat, really dense brush, and if I've gone wrong, then I'll always turn to that for help and support in removing my mistakes. Okay, next of all is my Licente brushes. So with Licente, I always stick with the D2 brush, which looks like this. And I also use the S1 brush, which looks like this. Can you see it? Okay, so a lot of people think that with nail art you get more control with a brush that has a shorter stem of bristles like this, but it's actually the opposite. So I use my striping brush for the majority of things. I use that along with this striping brush, which is from eBay. It's a Bowen brush. Here we go, eBay, and I could not go a day without this brush. It's like my best friend. I do also have nail wheels in the top drawer, so you can see in between clients I am constantly practicing. People come to my masterclasses and one-to-ones and say, like, how long did it take you to learn everything? that you need to know? And my answer to that would be, well, I still haven't learned everything that I need to know. You're always learning, and I find that you learn the most when you sit and you practice and you watch videos and tutorials like this one. So hopefully this is helping people. But I do feel that you learn the most when you sat in your own environment just practicing. So I always keep these in my top drawer, so if I get a gap or a cancellation or I'm in between clients, I can be practicing. Also in my top drawer, I keep my lint-free pads here. So lint-free pads, I believe, are never lint-free. Has anyone found some lint-free pads that actually are lint-free? Because if you have, then tell me. I don't believe these are lint-free. These are from Salon Services, but I keep them in my top drawer. Okay, so next drawer down, a lot of my nail art stuff is in here. So first of all, I have my Sharpie pencil case. So you can see I've got hundreds of Sharpies. There are so many things you can do with Sharpies. There's loads of tutorials on YouTube. Have a little look, but this is my little Sharpie pencil case that goes in there. And also I have my foils, pigments and glitters, and they all go in this one. Now I do actually have hundreds of glitters, so I've had to pick out my favourite ones, and I keep them all in here along with a loads of different foils like this. So a lot of the time I'll get my foils from Instagram, Sparkle Glitter 2016, Honey Pie Nail Supply, Be Beautiful Studio and eBay. They're the main places that I go. I have in the past bought Licente and Magpie glitters and foils, and I would say there is no difference between those and the other brands and the eBay stuff that I buy. So I just think when it comes to nail art, you don't always have to spend out a fortune to get the best. I believe, especially with the foils, it's more about the tackiness of the gel that you're applying it to than the quality of your foil. I think most foils are just much of a muchness. So in my bottom drawer, I keep all of my acrylic stuff, which I'm not going to get out. I do tend to use Glitterbels or NSI when I'm doing acrylics. I've got some Glam and Glitz as well. Acrylics aren't something that I do often. As a nail technician, I do offer them, but I believe more in gel. So that's what I use more so on my clients, and that's the sort of the product that I prefer to use. I think there's so many different products now out there, from the likes of Builder in a Bottle, Structure Gel. I don't actually think that there's a huge need for the acrylic unless you want an acrylic design, which you can only really get from, you know, from building up with the acrylic. I think gel design, if you're after some sort of like gel design, you can just have Builder underneath now. You don't necessarily need all the added acrylic, I believe. For me as well, acrylic isn't so popular, so I'd say around 95% of my clients are gel. Okay, so next of all, on top of my drawers, you'll see I have my e-file. Okay, so this is just a Nail Master e-file. This is from Amazon or eBay, one of the two. I don't use it very often. The only thing I do use is this end, and I use it for cuticles when I'm doing prep. Not very often though, only more so if the cuticles are really, really juicy and I feel like I need to get right underneath them. I will bring out my e-file. I do use it in the right way, and I did go on a course before using one. I would recommend that, so that you know you're using it in the right way, because it's really, really important. Next, I'll take you over to this. So this I actually haven't cleared out yet, which you can see is why it's a mess. I've cleared everything else, but this has not been cleared. So this is like a little desk tidy, but it's more of a desk messy for me. And I bought this from Home and Bargain to put all my bits in. I do need to clear it out, I must say, but it's perfect for keeping all my brushes in. So I've got in here some Home and Bargain classics. I don't think you can go wrong with your little bits and bobs from Home and Bargain. Dot and tools, perfect. Home and Bargain, 99p for 4. Amazing. And then I've got other little bits and bobs, some orange sticks and things like that. They all stay in here. I've also got my brush. I actually stole this from my business partner Charlotte, who's a makeup artist, because I needed a fluffy brush to remove all of the dust. It's actually my favourite brush that I've ever had to remove dust. So it's not actually for nails, it's a Real Techniques brush. But I always do find that when I search beyond nail products, I seem to find better fit products, if that makes sense. So using things that aren't necessarily for nails sometimes really pays off. I might do another YouTube video about that actually, so we'll come to that later. Okay, I've also got some bits and bobs of cuticle oil, some hand cream in here, some scissors, you never know when you're going to need scissors, some buffing tools, well, buffing blocks, and some files. Okay, so my favourite files at the minute are the gel bottle, these ones. So this side for filing, this side for buffing, and I find these are amazing. I think they're about £1 or £2 each on the gel bottle website, but they're my fave. Okay, so that's my little desk tidy. Then if you move over here, I've got my lamp. So at the minute I'm using a Sun UV 2.0 LED lamp. I think this is amazing. Sun UV actually are the creators of the gel bottle lamp. So I know Melissa, who I work with, has the gel bottle lamp, and this is exactly the same because it is created by Sun UV. It's got a button for low heat mode, which is like essential for if you're using builder in a bottle, so to avoid that heat spike. And you've got 10 seconds, 30 seconds and 60 seconds. You can also take out the base for if you're doing toes. And yeah, it's nice and big, so I find that my clients are less likely to bang their hands when they put it in, which they did with the gelish lamp that I used to use. Okay, so also on my desk I have these little pumps, and inside I've poured in myself, this one's acetone, this one's acetone free remover. The acetone free nail varnish remover is just from Home and Bargain. I actually use this to remove any tacky layers. I find it's perfect to do that. Another nail technician recommended it and I love it. It also, if I'm using the gelish top coat and I remove the tacky layer on a lint pad with this, it's so shiny. It really makes the top coat stand out. So I find that from Home and Bargain, it's about 69 to 99p, is perfect to remove your tacky layer. I've got a cleansing spray to use from Salon Services. Use this on my clients' hands, on the nails. Sometimes I'll remove the tacky layer with this. If I'm doing nail art, it just depends. And also I've got my acetone, which I go through bottles and bottles and bottles of acetone. So I keep it in here, so I'm minimising how much I waste because it just pumps out nice and easy. Last but not least, I've got my gel brush cleaner and I've got my palette. So this palette I bought from River Island when another nail technician, Nails by Olivia, recommended it to me. It's actually a candlestick holder, so you put your candle in here, but why use it for a candle when you can use it for nail art? Exactly. So you pop your colours on here on your palette and you can just wipe them away with acetone or cleanse or whatever when you're finished. And in here you can pop your acetone to clean your brushes. Now I always have used acetone to clean my brushes, but I do find that over time your brushes start to go a little bit weak. The bristles start to melt away with the acetone. What I've now found is this from Salon Services. It's a gel brush cleaner. It comes in a nice neat bottle like this, and it is perfect for cleaning your brushes in. It takes the same amount of time as acetone, but you don't get that feeling afterwards that your brushes are starting to disintegrate and go a little bit weaker. The bristles stay exactly the same. So we also keep these on the side of my desk so they're there when I need them, which is basically every set. I do want to show you this. This is cuticle oil from the gel bottle. So I've got a few different cuticle oils on my desk, but this is definitely my favourite. It doesn't really have a strong smell, but I like it because it's got a brush to apply it with. I find that with a pipette, you tend to just soak the nails in cuticle oil and you put too much on. This is just a perfect amount, and this is quite new. I've just been trying it out. So my nail desk, we actually sourced these from a furniture company in Liverpool. We couldn't really find the ideal nail desk. I do think that a lot of the ones out there are either very expensive or they just don't look nice. It's hard to find a nice girly, cute nail desk. So we did struggle to find one for the doll's house because the doll's house furnishings and wallpaper is quite out there and quite striking. We just wanted something that fitted nicely, so we sourced these from a furniture shop. They are for a house, basically. It's house furniture. It's just a sideboard with a little drawer in. and we got the sheet of glass made from a Glacier company, and we just fitted it over the top. So I think that's something to keep in mind if you're looking for that perfect nail desk and can't find one. You can always go for something like that and get the sheet of glass made for the top for protection, and also for sturdiness. Also, I have on the wall all my gel polishes. So the brands that I mainly use now are the Gel Bottle. So the Gel Bottle is, I believe, one of the most amazing brands that has ever been created. It's perfect. Everything that us nail techs need to do, especially nail artists, we can do with the Gel Bottle. So I do use a lot of the Gel Bottle. I also use a lot of Nails By. So Nails By is being created by a local girl. So obviously you've got to back and support local businesses, and Emily is lovely as well. So she's got amazing customer service and her products are great. I love them because they're nice and thick, pigmented and creamy, which is exactly what you need if you're going to want to be doing nail art. So perfect. So yeah, I don't really think I've got anything else to show you all on my nail desk. It's not actually that exciting when you get here. But yeah, I don't know if anyone's got any questions but this is me. I tend to just sit here a lot of days in the week, a lot of hours in the week, and do nails, pick my colours, sit my client down and go to town. Find that this is just my little safe haven, to be honest. Like if ever I'm feeling stressed out or anxious, or I don't know, if I'm not feeling myself and I come and sit here, I get my nail wheel out and I have a little practice, I always feel better. So this might just look like a nail desk to you, but it's a very special area for me, and it's where I can channel all my creativity and all the stress that comes with having a business and growing a beauty brand. This for me is what takes me away from all that and just lets me be myself. So yeah, it's been really nice to be able to show you all my desk and do a little desk tour. It's usually a lot messier than what it is right now. I'm quite proud of it today. But if you've got any questions, then comment below. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my videos. Like I said, I'm sorry I haven't been around for a while, but this is me now. I'm going to be doing regular videos. I'm going to be showing you all what I'm buying, new tutorials, new ways of doing things, and yeah. So thank you for watching and I'll see you soon.